Gene and Robin, we are here on the tail end of this investigation, as you can see behind me. The damages at 50 East are expected to be around $200,000, but that is not fazing the employees who are here volunteering their own time, serving up a free hot meal. As families shop for their own school supplies, they're encouraged to pick up extras for those in need and help fill this bus. So they are taking their time to make sure that everything is grounded and making sure that they have everything ready to go. We're going to be catching up here in a few minutes with the Montvale Volunteer Fire Chief. Police have focused in on the driveway of the house behind me. In just about 3 months, these homes are gutted from top to bottom. They go from looking like something like this to something like this. There is an 8,000-gallon tank that sits underneath the gas station. It sits in a piece of equipment that's pretty much acts like a bathtub. A year later, leading recovery. Tonight at dinner, the lovely ladies here are putting together some barbecue that's been cooked up.
Yes, lightning struck my neighbor's house and it's on fire.
The house is filling up with smoke.
Flames coming out of the side of the house.
Last month, a late-day summer thunderstorm struck hard in the Roanoke Valley.
Around 3 o'clock, we got a weather alert from National Weather Service that a strong storm was moving through. About a minute later, we received our first call.
Supervisor Joshua Mason, dispatchers Jessica Graybill, Ashley Shepard, and trainee Michelle Floyd were on duty. But the fire was anything but normal after this call.
I felt like just everyone's breath just, was on pause. We all kind of held our breath.
A mayday for a firefighter down in an unexpected elevator shaft. Graybill and the others were the only ones who heard it.
It wasn't really loud, so a lot of people couldn't hear it, but I did hear the mayday, and it was just a sense of panic just ran through my head.
Mayday, 1509. Ladder 7B, advise mayday.
Despite that panic, Graybill did exactly as she was trained, sounding the alarm and alerting the on-scene command, where some confusion followed.
That is negative alarm mayday. We got a mayday. We got a mayday.
The firefighter was able to get himself out.
I'm around back. I found my way out.
And these dispatchers' efforts helped prevent something much worse. Chief David Hoback later stopped by dispatch to thank them in person.
Since I've been chief, we've had 3 maydays, so that doesn't happen very often. So they're quick thinking, just a matter of seconds, they know exactly what to do. So I wanted to recognize them.
Crews spent all day Sunday tearing into the ground to fix the underground gasoline leak. But it was the city's stormwater inspection crews' work in the hours before that helped big time.
It is certainly a high priority call, yeah. It's one we have to respond to pretty quickly.
At the center of it all was this CCTV robot. It looks a lot like that Disney movie. But make no mistake, it's all business. And failure?
Oh, that's not an option. So we have to find out where the source is so that we can get that remedied.
There were signs gasoline had gotten into the stormwater system. The robot went deep, crawling inch by inch, looking for clues.
We knew we had a problem just because of what we had at the discharge point. It was then a point of, okay, now we have to find out where it's coming from.
Less than 10 minutes later, it made the discovery. There was definitely a gas leak, and it was slowly dripping in for who knows how long.
You had to dim the lights and tilt the camera head down to the water to see the sheen on the water. And then when we would come to a joint, you could see where the petroleum and the water had started separating. You could see the swirls in the camera.
Finding the leak was a sense of relief because water in this pipe goes directly into Mudlick Creek. But they don't think much, if any, gas made it all the way there, and they're taking precautions.
There's 2 pads that are absorbing petroleum, and downstream of that there are 2 booms, we call them socks, that are absorbing petroleum once it gets into the ditch line.
Okay, Robert, go ahead and stop.
This signals the end of a long, patient wait. It's the sound of persistence paying off.
It's a huge opportunity for us.
Blue Ridge Beverage began rolling out Deschutes beer Monday morning.
It's a big deal because they're a national ranked brewer.
Bottles are hitting grocery store shelves.
We need to figure out something right here with this fresh squeeze.
And restaurants are wasting no time tapping their kegs.
We've got over 1,000 cases on the road today. It's about $31,000 worth of product just out of our Salem locations.
Nearly 3/4 of Blue Ridge Beverage's 4,000 accounts will have Deschutes beer. The displays are meticulously set up.
Very much so, more than stacking beer. You have to make sure it's together, make sure the labels are out.
But it won't be long before beer fans start tearing them down 1 6-pack at a time.
I've been, hearing so much about it. I got to know what it's about. I've never had it, so got to find out.
Restaurants taking delivery Monday are just as excited.
People have been looking forward to this day for a while now. Roanoke loves great beer, and we're just stoked to have it.
This is now one of the few areas where Deschutes is sold on the East Coast, and getting it all here was no easy task.
A lot of logistics. When you're trying to coordinate 20 truckloads of beer coming from Oregon to Roanoke, Virginia.
But like the saying goes, good things make that tasty things come to those who wait.
Can't wait till they build the plant. Then it'll be a true local beer.
In Roanoke's West End, there are treasures to be found. But deep in between the blades of the tall grass sit could-be treasures that need a little love.
This is not the worst ghetto in Roanoke. It's a neighborhood that's full of wonderful people that want the same as any other neighborhood. I see progress.
Meet Corbin Pridewin.
This house makes me proud.
Owner of Pridewin Enterprises and West End resident. Around here, it's hard to miss his signs popping up or his crews at work.
We're building a neighborhood. We're mimicking what people want to see. You know, we're not quite grand in our old Southwest yet, but we're getting there.
Pridewin's injected $4.5 million into the community, revitalizing and selling 7 homes, with a goal of 7 more by the end of the year.
We're doing the work that needs to be done. Every single house that we do is renovated to 2016 standards and codes.
In just about 3 months, these homes are gutted from top to bottom. They go from looking like something like this to something like this, and it's all with the right help. 40 people work in this operation.
42 years old, in and out of penitentiary.
90% have criminal backgrounds. Pridewin handpicked them all.
He was like, well, you got any skills? I said, well, I don't have much, but I'm willing to learn, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? We have to tear down the neighborhood, and it's time to put you in and help build it back up.
What's wrong with them? So they broke the law, they committed a crime. Does that make them any less than anyone else? No, it just makes them human.